What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Finding the Fantastic. What's our mission? What's our vision? Well, the vision is to give hope to the insanity of the daily grind, of daily life, of daily humanity, where the pressures of society and the stereotype makes us literally go insane, right? So our vision is to give hope to those who are in the insanity of daily life by teaching about emotional and social intelligence and breaking down and loving the individual and loving the diversity of who we are, right? That's our vision, right? We do that through talking about life. We do that through talking about what's going on. We take power away from things that are not frequently talked about, right? We take power away from things that are stigmas by talking about them. And we just break it down, and we're honest, and we're authentic, and we're transparent. I wanted to chit-chat a bit more about this definition of insanity, right? Because as I'm beefing out Finding the Fantastic and what I want it to be and what I want the vision to be and the mission to be and all this stuff, I found out that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting the same results. Or, excuse me, strike that. Expecting different results. So you do the same thing over and over again, expecting something to be different, right? And if you stop and think about humanity and life, essentially that's what we're doing, right? We wake up, do the job, do the same thing. We do it all over and over and over again, hoping to not feel as miserable, right? Hoping that maybe we will not be depressed, or we will not be suicidal, or we will not be angry, or we will not be fake, or we will not be ugly, or right? We do the same thing over and over again, hoping the outcome will be different, while the entire time not realizing how insane we are driving ourselves, right? No wonder we have all these things going on, right? No wonder we are just living this life and just feel so awful, right? Like we feel suffocated, we feel oppressed, we feel all these things every day, yet we continue to do the same thing every day, hoping that there's a different outcome. And one of the things that I want us to do as a movement is find the fantastic, right? It's not that life's fantastic. Life is insane, man. Life is insanity. Right? It's not fantastic. However, it's in the finding of the fantastic that you really start to break it down and see where the cool, awesome, joyous times, moments, fulfillment is. Somebody asked me last week, they're like, is what you're trying to do, is it like fulfillment? It is fulfillment, but I hate that word. Maybe I just shouldn't hate it. I want people to know they have purpose, right? Like, I want you to know you have a purpose in this world. But you're never going to find that purpose if you keep doing the same thing you've always done, expecting a different result. Right? You keep doing the same thing, and you don't feel like you have a point or a purpose, but you still keep doing the same thing. You need to put on the brakes, right? And it's not that easy. It's not like, all right, well, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and do something different. Well, actually, you know what? Take that back. It is that easy. Because if you start in small ways, you can do a lot of really cool things. So maybe tomorrow, instead of waking up early, you wake up late. Maybe instead of waking up late, you wake up early. Maybe instead of doing the same routine, you break your routine. Maybe instead of talking the same way, you switch it up. That's how you become authentic and transparent. A lot of people are like, oh, just be authentic. Oh, just be transparent. Oh, this and that. It's not easy. Because you need to figure out your own emotional intelligence first. You need to figure out who you are first, right? You need to figure out what makes you triggered, what makes you happy, what makes you angry, right? Like, one of my things is I really don't like it where I feel like a trapped animal. And what I mean by that is when somebody like accuses me of something or like makes me feel like an idiot in an argument. I hate confrontation. I'm not about it. And a lot of people are like, yeah, you do, Colin, you have a temper. I do have a temper, but I don't like confrontation. I don't want to argue my point. I just want to have my point, you have your point, and we move on, right? And I know that when someone pushes me and pushes me and pushes me to prove their point and get me to agree to their point, I feel like a trapped animal because I'm not good at arguing. And I know that sets me off, right? So I know that's one of my emotional intelligence things that I have to work on, that I need to be aware of and just be aware of. Because doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means something I need to be aware of. Because that very easily can fuel into my pointlessness and how I feel pointless. But I urge you today to understand that you have to find your fantastic. You really do. I know it sounds cliche, but if you haven't sat down and just, I don't know, vibed out to a song, written in a journal, and I was never big on journaling and meditating, things like that. Some people don't need that. I didn't need that. Some people do need that. But what I mean to say is you need to find a way to really start digging into who you are. Start writing down your emotions. Start writing down what means a lot to you. Start writing down what you hate, what you dislike thoroughly, right? And you're going to start to identify things about yourself, and you're going to start breaking that insanity. Start breaking that routine. That's how you start to chip away at it. So that's my challenge for you all this week, this month, however you want to put it. Let's start breaking the insanity, right? Let's start working on our emotional intelligence, right? And we can get into social intelligence down the line. But emotional intelligence is the first step. We got to work on you. So, all right, with that, I got to go. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Hope you enjoyed the show, the video, all the things. Please share it. I would love it if you could share this. Bye.